my cream. In 7 days, you will glow like a Christmas light. Clear road. The Queen of Beauty has arrived.
Brenda was known everywhere for one thing: noise. Her voice could shake a market square if she wanted. She would stand on a wooden stool, one leg raised like a warrior, shouting, "By my cream, in 7 days you will glow like a Christmas light." Hey, besties. My mom said my stories will not go far. Please let's prove her wrong by commenting where you are watching from. Thanks. People listened because she was funny, dramatic, and confident. Her makeup was always too bright. Her eyebrows looked like they were drawn with charcoal, but her smile was unforgettable. What people didn't know was that the cream she sold was mixed behind her rented room. Melted candle wax, coconut oil, and a mysterious powder she never mentioned. She never stayed in one state for too long. Once customers started reacting. Burning skin, swollen faces, rashes that looked like angry red maps. Brenda would pack her bags at night and disappear. Life is strategy, she always said. To survive, keep moving. And so she moved from Enugu to Owerri, from Owerri to Uyo, from Uyo to Benin. Each time she left, the complaints came like rain after harmattan heat. But Brenda didn't care. Her pockets were always full, and her laughter was always loud. When Brenda arrived in Uyo, she entered the market like a queen. She tied her wrapper tightly, adjusted her wig, and shouted, "Clear road! The Queen of Beauty has arrived." People rushed to her stall because her energy filled the whole street. "This one looks trustworthy," a woman said. "If she is lying, God will judge her," another replied. But not everyone was fooled. Mama Ima, the calm herbalist who sold roots and balms next to Brenda's stall, watched her carefully. She had lived long enough to know mischief when she saw it. "Your cream works fast," Mama Ima said one afternoon. "Too fast." Brenda winked boldly. "Mama, it is not everything elders know. Even young girls have secrets." But Mama Ima's eyes didn't blink. She simply said, "Secrets that harm people do not stay hidden forever." That evening, after Brenda closed her stall, Mama Ima followed her quietly. She watched Brenda enter her room and begin mixing candle wax inside a pot, pretending to be a chemist. Mama Ima sighed deeply. "This girl is playing with people's skin," she whispered. "And people's tears will look for her one day." On the 5th day, trouble began. A young girl named Peace stormed into the market crying. "Auntie Brenda, look at my face," she shouted. Half her cheek was red and swollen like she had fought with bees. Brenda panicked for a moment, but quickly switched to acting. "Ha! This is not my cream, oh. Maybe you used another thing." Peace shook her head. "Auntie, it is your cream. You said I would glow before Christmas." Other customers gathered, murmuring. Brenda felt sweat run down her back. When she saw the crowd growing, she picked up her bag slowly, pretending she was adjusting her wrapper. Suddenly, GBM! She ran. She ran so fast that people shouted. She had started again. "Catch her!" Brenda dodged Okada men, jumped over a gutter, and did not stop until she reached the motor park. Within minutes, she boarded a bus to Benin and disappeared again. That night, news spread like fire. That woman selling Christmas glow cream has damaged someone's daughter. But Brenda slept peacefully, snoring softly as the bus carried her away. "To survive, keep moving," she whispered to herself again. Benin City welcomed Brenda warmly and loudly. The markets were big. The people loved drama, and Brenda fit right in. Within 2 days, she was already shouting, "My sisters, by this cream, your enemies will not recognize you after 7 days." People laughed and bought. Money flowed like river water. Brenda felt unstoppable. But what she didn't know was that Mama Ima had sent a message ahead. She had traveled through a trader who recognized Brenda's voice. Soon, women in Benin began to whisper, "That lady, isn't she the same one who ruined people's skin in Uyo? See the eyebrows, see the wig, yes, that's her." They watched her quietly, pretending to be customers. They were waiting. The disaster happened when a woman from Uyo visiting Benin saw Brenda selling. She screamed, You made my niece's skin peel." The crowd froze. Then they turned. Then they moved toward Brenda. Brenda tried to run, but Benin markets were different. The women locked gates. The men formed a human wall, and the market chairman stepped forward. "For every state you ran away from," he said calmly, "today is the day you will stop running." Brenda was taken to the community hall. Her bag of fake creams was placed in front of her like evidence. The chairman asked, "Why do you deceive people?" Brenda cried for the first time. "I needed money. I wanted to look successful. I didn't mean to harm anyone." Mama Ima, who had traveled to Benin to witness the matter, stepped forward. "My daughter," she said softly, "success built on people's tears is a curse. You cannot run forever." They gave Brenda a choice. Stop selling fake products and learn real skincare from Mama Ima, or face the law and pay for all the damage she had caused. Brenda chose the first. And so, for months she stayed under Mama Ima's guidance, grinding herbs, learning mixtures, healing the same kind of skin she once damaged. She grew quieter, humbler, wiser. The loud girl who once ran from state to state finally stood still. One day Mama Ima smiled and said, "Now you can sell again. But this time, let your product bring healing, not pain." And for the first time in her life, Brenda agreed without shouting. Months passed, and Brenda's life changed in ways she never imagined. She no longer woke up to loud music and the smell of melting candle wax. Instead, her mornings began with the earthy scent of herbs boiling in clay pots and Mama Ima humming old Babio songs. Brenda had become calmer, softer. Even her voice had dropped from thunder to warm sunshine. She spent hours learning how to heal damaged skin with natural roots and oils. For the first time, she felt useful. She felt needed. She felt proud. But peace has a way of attracting old shadows. One Saturday, as Brenda arranged jars of the new herbal cream she and Mama Ima created, she heard a rumbling noise outside the compound. At first, she ignored it. Markets were always noisy. But the sound grew louder, mixed with angry voices and footsteps. "Open the gate," someone shouted. Mama Ima rushed out, her wrapper tied tightly. "What is happening?" she asked. Brenda's heart dropped. She recognized one of the voices. It was Peace's mother, the woman from Uyo whose daughter's face Brenda had once damaged. Behind her stood a group of people from different states: Owerri, Enugu, Uyo, even Benin. People Brenda had wronged. They had followed her, not for revenge, but for answers. Brenda stepped forward slowly. Her legs trembled, but she refused to hide. "I am here," she said softly. The crowd went silent. "You ruined my daughter's face," Peace's mother said. "You left Owerri in the night," another woman said. "You almost blinded me," someone else shouted. Brenda swallowed hard. "I know," she whispered. "I know, and I am sorry. I am no longer that person." She walked back inside and returned with a large wooden box containing jars of their new herbal healing balm. "This time it's real," Brenda said. "Let me fix what I destroyed." The crowd didn't believe her immediately, but Mama Ima stepped beside her and placed a hand on Brenda's shoulder. "This girl has changed," she said firmly. "She has worked with her hands. She has learned with her heart. Allow her to repair what she broke." The people exchanged glances. Slowly, the anger in their eyes softened into cautious hope. Peace's mother stepped forward first. "If this cream works," she said, "then maybe you deserve forgiveness." Brenda's eyes filled with tears, not of fear this time, but of relief. The chance she had prayed for had finally come knocking. The next morning, Brenda and Mama Ima set up a small table outside the compound. Jars of herbal cream were lined neatly, smelling of soothing roots and calming oils. People from Uyo, Owerri, Enugu, and Benin had gathered, some curious, some skeptical, some still angry. Brenda took a deep breath. She had learned how to mix, how to measure, how to treat sensitive skin. She was ready. "Who wants to start?" she asked softly, her voice smaller than her usual booming self. One by one, people stepped forward. Brenda applied the cream gently, explaining each ingredient, how it worked, and how long it would take. Peace's cheek, one scarred and red, began to calm under her careful touch. The crowd watched silently, their skepticism slowly melting. For the first time, Brenda felt something stronger than fear or pride, responsibility. This is what it feels like, she thought, to create, not destroy. By evening, small miracles were happening. Faces brightened, eyes sparkled, and even the harshest critics were nodding in approval. People whispered to one another, "She is really changing. Maybe she can be trusted now." Brenda's heart swelled. She finally understood what Mama Ima had meant. Healing others was more powerful than making money. Money would come naturally when people believed in her work. But trust was priceless. When the last customer left, Brenda sat down heavily. Mama Ima placed a warm hand on her shoulder. "You see," she said gently, "you can run from the past, Brenda, but you cannot outrun yourself. Today, you face your past, and you are stronger for it." Brenda smiled faintly, tears in her eyes. "I want to continue," she said, "to help, to heal, to make sure no one else suffers because of me." The sun set over the compound, painting golden streaks across the city. Brenda's glow-up before Christmas was no longer fake. It was real, not in her skin, not in her makeup, but in her heart. A lie can travel far, but truth will always catch it. Wealth gotten through harming others will bring trouble. No matter how fast you run, your wrong deeds will wait for you ahead.